Dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is a fancy term for unit conversions. Unit conversions are very important in chemistry. It's going to be necessary for us to convert from one unit to another. You'll be using this technique regularly. You'll need a conversion factor table, which is going to be given to you. Here's a tip. Let the units guide you. Set up your units first so that unwanted units cancel. We'll be setting up a series of ratios, or numerator over denominators. And in the example you see here, B over B and C over C will cancel. Remember, a unit divided by itself is equal to 1, so we say it cancels. Let's do an example. Money. Everybody knows how to work with money. We all know 4 quarters is equal to $1. This is an example of a conversion factor. It gives us a relationship between quarters and dollars. Now here's a question. Let's convert 12 quarters into dollars. Now most of us can do this in our head. 4 quarters is $1, so 12 quarters must be $3. But I want you to set up the units. I want you to show your work. I want you to show me that the unit of quarters goes away and our answer is going to be left in units of dollars. So our strategy is to set up the units first. Let's start off with our quarters, because that's what we know of, 12 quarters. And we're going to multiply by a ratio. We're going to multiply by this ratio of dollars over quarters. Now, why do we set it up that way? We set it up that way because when we do our math, quarters times dollars will be divided by quarters. And so quarters over quarters cancel. The unit left over is dollars, which is what we want. So now that our units are set up, we can plug in our values. We'll start off with 12 quarters, which was given to us in our problem. And notice we multiply by the ratio of dollars over quarters. So we'll add 1 in front of dollars and 4 in front of quarters. So this is our relationship. 4 quarters is equivalent to $1. When we do our math, 12 times 1 is 12, divided by 4 is equal to 3. And never forget our units. Units of quarters cancels. Let's do another example. Some people see dimensional analysis better with boxes. 1.50 miles can be converted into kilometers. We have a conversion factor of 1 mile is equal to 1.61 kilometers. Let's start with our 1.5 miles. Let's set up units until we reach our desired unit. In other words, let's set up our units so that the miles cancel and we're left with only kilometers. I'll set up some boxes and set up miles in the denominator. I set up miles in the denominator because I want them to cancel. Above the mile, I'll write kilometers. My miles cancel, and notice the unit left over is only kilometers, which is what I want. Insert values accordingly. Let's put in our ratio. 1 mile is equivalent to 1.61 kilometers. And our answer, 2.42 kilometers.